And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Night in and night out was their rim protection. Top 5 in blocks on the year.
And when you look at their field goal percentage last season, it's obvious this was a team that made smart offensive decisions and didn't rush to take shots. San Antonio on D. Now here's Adebayo. 15 in his last outing. Payton. Another miss by Minnesota.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
To stop the drought. And Morant clears the board.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
White on the wing. Fires for 3. The shot off that time. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 8-point game. Pass to Payton. Launches it. Only his second make in 9 attempts.
Can't deny his aggressiveness. He's playing hard right from the tip, but it's resulted in only 2 baskets in 9 attempts.
They set the pick. Morant, the pass to White. Here's Duncan. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, you know, Duncan's too big and talented not to put a body on him. And he's always lurking around looking for offensive boards.
Here's Wade. Payton with a screen on Green. Well, Grant, we're still early on in the season here, but you feel like you've got a good sense of these teams yet?
Absolutely no. I mean, it's too early right now to tell. Now, some teams are still kind of coming into their own, so I think we need a few more games before we get a real sense of who the contenders are this year.
And he makes a first.
Man, the confidence and flair that Wade plays with, uniquely his own. A dynamite 2-guard who is also a clutch performer.
And he makes both free throws. And the Spurs with possession here, leading by 5. Last time they came together was in Minneapolis, where they fell to the Timberwolves.
And last time against this team, they struggled with foul trouble. It led to an ugly loss.
The foul trouble was a big chunk of it. I mean, it's hard to mount a comeback when all your key guys, your main players, are watching from the bench.
Adebayo passes to Wilkins. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist.
No hesitation from Wilkins. The edge he brings on offense is really what makes him lethal.
Pass to Morant. Here's Duncan. Outside, Green. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting only 31% to get this game underway. Now Griffin, covered by Williamson. Williamson against Griffin. Over Williamson. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
At this stage in his career, Griffin brings with him a deep arsenal of moves inside.
Pass to Duncan. Johnson, he's checked in for Zion Williamson.
Into the lineup for the Spurs, number 22, Johnson.
Left side, Morant. Green for three. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Wilkins, coming off a 31-point game against Cleveland.
And he really made them pay for every foul. He spent much of his time draining shots from the free throw line.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
San Antonio's going 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Pass to Duncan. Outside for Green. Here's Duncan. Outside, Green. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Exactly what Green is known for, a terrific three-point shooter. Continues to do damage from out there.
Johnson with a double team. Now Adebayo. To the inside. Griffin lays it up and banks it in. Griffin's got his second basket on the night.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Ginobili. And he also played really well in the win against the Clippers. And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams. Fourth, the Timberwolves.
I don't think you can ever underestimate the effect that a few block shots can have on your opponent. I mean, it can get into your head as an offensive player. You're going in there thinking you've got a clear path, and then you see the ball going behind you in reverse. I mean, that could be major intimidation and affect your game.
Murray's checked in for San Antonio. So he gets them both.
You know, one of the things I love about Ginobili is the flair and flavor that he plays the game with. It's a combination of his passion and his creativity which make him unique.
Johnson passes to Murray. Clock at 6. Shoots a fadeaway. Adebayo grabs the board.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Murray with it. Pass to Ginobili. And stolen by Adebayo. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
And Blake Griffin. Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive, great balance and mobility, powerful. Big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. checked in for San Antonio. Alexander Walker comes in for Green.
5th in assists, 5th in second chance points. And when it came to rebounding, they were in the top half of the league. They refused to be outworked, never afraid to make it a physical battle.
And you look at their assists, top 5 in the league, specifically because of how committed they were to moving the ball and making sure they got great looks. And good on the second, so he makes them both. San Antonio leading. Pass to Chandler. Here's Alexander Walker. Ooh, Griffin with the steal. Holiday with the ball. Covered by Johnson. Double team on Holiday. Shot clock at 6. That one rolls around and rims out. San Antonio has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first.
Hey, one thing you can always count on with Ginobili, he's going to make something happen, and he's going to do it creatively.
At the line for the Spurs, Ginobili, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Second free throw, no good. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in. And the Spurs lead by 7.
The 7-footer saves the day there. Chandler able to recover that rock and get another shot off.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Ginobili. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Wilkins. Right wing. Fires the 3. The rebound by Murray. To the paint. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Holiday. Barnes with a screen on Murray. Holiday against Murray. Pass to Red. Here's Wallace. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Off the inbound.
Yeah, a really rough opening quarter for them in terms of shooting.
Yeah, and it's been ugly. I mean, really ugly. They need to find a way to get a few easy baskets to try to build some confidence and some momentum.
Johnson a screen on Holiday. Back to Johnson. Pass to Alexander Walker. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And, you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
The Spurs making a switch here. White's checked in. There's a minute 12 left in the first. Outside Johnson. Back to White. Outside Johnson. Here's Ginobili. Holiday grabs the miss.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
And it's good for two.
This is one of the things that makes Holiday so good. He's able to concentrate at a high level even when the defense is right there.
White for three. Here's Chandler. Here's Alexander Walker. That one rolls around and rims out. Minnesota shooting about 40% in the early stages of this game. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. White against Holiday. Pass to Barnes. Here's Red. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Red's got 5 points.
That lefty stroke of Red's, man, it might be, well, it is one of the best in the league.
Johnson with it. It'll count. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead, up by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Minnesota.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
They've got Scotty Barnes, and it's Holiday in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Wade misses.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
2 open that time. Made it look easy.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
Holiday against Morant. On the wing, Wade. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Alexander Walker. Outside Johnson. The kick out to White. Fires the 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Brian, durability is a focus for John Morant. He said, quote, "The number one thing is being available, working on my body to get stronger, and on the court being way more consistent with my shooting so I don't have to go back to the rack, absorb all that contact, and hit the floor every single time." Brian?
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you, Allie. Here's Williamson. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket basket a moment ago. There's the screen by Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Alexander Walker. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And with this pause, a check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. Number 5, the Spurs.
And what really stands out to me about this team is how they share the rock. They don't want good shots. They want great shots. And collectively as a team, that's what they seek out.
Just 2 to shoot. Here's Morant.
An absolute force at both ends of the floor. That time, Holiday clamped down on his guy.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall. Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Here's Williamson, and that one good. Williamson's got 8.
With an insane combination of power and touch, Zion is a one-of-a-kind star.
Here's Wade. Rebounded by the Spurs. Alexander Walker, the pass to Williamson. Back to Alexander Walker. Pass to Williamson. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. And a moment to check out who the San Antonio Spurs have coming up. On Saturday, the Atlanta Hawks come to town, kicking off a homestand for them. And then on Sunday, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Another shot. Johnson finds White. Here's Williamson. Wallace pulls it in.
I like that creativity, double clutching and catch the defender on the way down. I can go for that.
Holiday from long range. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 7 tonight. And over the years, one thing we've seen from Jrue Holiday, he is clutch.
He sure is, B.A., and not just at the end of games. I mean, he typically does whatever his team needs him to do to get a win. He can dominate from tip to the end of the game, or he can simply beat you with his competitive spirit.
First one falls for him. And the NBA doing what they could to get rid of the take foul recently. Grant, it seems like a success.
Absolutely. It's been a huge success. Fast breaks feel fast again. And penalizing take fouls has made the game much, much better.
Griffin, he's checked in for Minnesota. Payton comes in for Holiday. And that's good as he hits both shots.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Here's Wade. He's got 6. Pass to Payton. And he lobs it up top. And Griffin slams it in.
Well, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
White with a screen on Payton. Morant, the pass to White. Knocked away. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's Wade. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
Wade, that time, just ran away from the pack. Tremendous speed.
And it's Morant with the ball for San Antonio. Trailing by 2. Johnson a screen on Payton. Here's Morant. And rejected. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Johnson for 3. Inside. White, the pass to Williamson. And it's in there.
And nice muscle from Williamson, accepting the hit and finding a way to finish.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Zion Williamson, 1 shot.
That's good from Williamson.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
Pass to Griffin. Here he goes. And Griffin slams it in. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Now here's White. Here's Duncan. Over Adebayo. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Duncan's got 6.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Payton against Morant. To the left wing. Williamson left side. 6 to shoot. White for 3. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Griffin outside. Pass to Wade. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul.
Even with the defense all over him, Wade, such a terrific scorer, he still was able to get it up and down.
For 2, Dwyane Wade.
That one's off. Good on the second one. The Spurs have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Morant, the pass to Green. Here's Duncan. From the elbow, got a piece of it. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Wade. He's got 11. Down low. Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Up top, Morant, guarded by Payton to the paint. Here's Williamson. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Williamson's got 7 now in this quarter.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Here's Wade. Oh, deflected. Morant with it, guarded by Adebayo. Williamson against Griffin. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Blake Griffin picks one up.
Yeah, hard not to foul Zion inside. He's just so broad and so aggressive.
That's good from Williamson. Chandler, he's checked in for San Antonio. No No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Now here's Barnes. No points yet. Morant looking for an opening.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
That one misses. And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there.
You know, they're ahead, but doing themselves no favors at the line.
Here's Wilkins. 5 points in the game. Here's Wade. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Much more efficient this quarter. Feeling more and more confident.
Now Morant. 6 points for him. Outside, Green. Here's Ginobili. Outside for Morant. Pass to Chandler. Here's Ginobili. Shot clock at 5. San Antonio again missing.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Wade misses.
Boy, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Outside Morant. With the D right on it. Morant gets his.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Lanier. Here's Wade. Beyond the arc. Wilkins can't hit. The Spurs have gotten half their shots to fall in the second. 8 for 16. Morant against Payton. Knocks it loose. Oh, stolen by Payton. Three-pointer. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
You know, Wade has the capability to put up big numbers, and clearly he's showing it all in this one.
Ginobili to the inside. Wilkins with a rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Payton. Jacks up with 3. And it's Ginobili with a rebound. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
Now here's Williamson. 20 points for him last game against the Clippers. And it's good. 2 points.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
On the wing, Payton. The 3-ball. The rebound by the Spurs. Chandler's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Morant. Pass to Green. Here's Chandler. It's intercepted. Here's Lanier. Doesn't go for him. Green with the defensive effort. San Antonio's got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the 3-point line in the second. Back to Morant. Morant elevates at the rim.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
Here's Wade. There's a minute 54 left to play in the half. There's a screen. Pass to Lanier. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
That's just elementary routine for Lanier, getting whatever position he wants inside and then just going to work.
Morant against Payton. Puts it up from 15. And San Antonio again with a bucket.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Minnesota's gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Here's Wade. And counted from 19 feet away. Wade's got 18 points in the game.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Morant against Payton. And here's Morant. 12 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. It's stolen by Barnes. On the break. Here's Lanier. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Here's Morant to the middle.
You know, the athletic game of Chandler helps tremendously. He's awesome at flying up to complete alley-oops.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Wade. 18 points for him. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
VA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. Now here's Morant. 12 points for him. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
They did a great job in transition, getting the ball up court before the defense can set. Those are easy buckets.
This is the kind of game I enjoy playing in. Remember Mad Max? He and I would kill in a game like this.
Kenny, nobody remembers 50 years ago.
And we've got some trades being made around the league. Always a compelling story.
Not many scouts predicted Gilgeous-Alexander would become a superstar, but that's the direction he's headed in. Great length at the backcourt, all skill, and he's a first-team player. Big addition to this franchise.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. The Timberwolves shooting at a respectable 49%. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. They've got Ja Morant, Zion Williamson out there with Danny Green. Then it's Derrick White, and it's Duncan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Adebayo a screen on White. And it's all. From three-point range.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Williamson with it. Here's Duncan. Down low. And the basket by Williamson. Williamson's got 18 points in the game.
You know, coach gets mad when Williamson gets hit and there's no whistle, and it happens a lot.
Oh, there's the alley. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Outside White. Pass to Duncan. Payton with a steal. Adebayo with it. Green picks him up. Adebayo passes to Wilkins. Another miss by Minnesota. And it's Morant with the ball for San Antonio. Spins. Oh, the double clutch. Fantastic finish inside by Morant.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Wade, the pass to Wilkins. With the fadeaway. The rebound by the Spurs.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Outside for Green. From downtown, Griffin pulls down the board. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Payton. Here's Wilkins. There's the triple. Hits a three-pointer. Give him 8.
Well, I tell you what, this coach loves having Gary Payton run the offense. He's a pass-first point guard for sure.
Got a piece of it. Payton with a steal. Here's Wilkins. Green covering. Wilkins, good. And now a three-point Minnesota lead.
What a display of skill. The defense was solid, but he finds a way.
Payton against Morant. Pass to Duncan. Left side White. Now Payton takes a 3. And another 3 from Minnesota.
That's why Payton's teammates have confidence in him and trust him, because he understands when he should take these quick shots.
Morant, pass to Green. Here's Duncan. Outside Morant. And here's Green from the arc. Minnesota with a rebound. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Payton. To the inside.
You have to love the style Bam brings with him to the floor. He's such a spirited player, and you can see his teammates enjoy it as well.
And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second free throw. San Antonio trailing here. Pass to White. Outside Morant. Green with the ball. Back to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. He hit Hits it just before the shot clock expires. Morant's got 4 points this quarter. Minnesota's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. They double him with White. Oh, stolen by Morant. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. White finds Morant. Williamson looking around. Oh, great D that time from Griffin. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Payton's shot is good.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The Spurs have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Duncan, to the paint. Payton with a steal. They're running, and he's going for the oop here. That one goes in. And now a 9-point Minnesota lead. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
Johnson, he's checked in for Green. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. The 4th spot held by the Timberwolves.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Here's Williamson. 18 points for him. Pass to Duncan. Back to Williamson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Physically, there's just no way to match up with Zion, especially now that he can go to the right hand.
That's good from Williamson. That one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Timberwolves have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Wilkins pass to Griffin. Can't connect from short range.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Fearless play by Morant. Goes up against tough coverage and still manages the inside shot.
Griffin on the wing. Floats one, and he sinks the layup. Griffin's got 12.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Morant against Payton. Morant, the pass to White. Here's Duncan. Back to White. Pass to Morant. Here's Duncan. Shakes him. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Duncan is not messing around when he's in this deep. All business. Very assertive and effective.
Here's Wilkins. He's got 10. Adebayo. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He's got 11.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Picked by Williamson. Outside Morant. Pass to Duncan. Right side White. Morant, pass to Duncan. Back to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good D by Payton. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 12 from the floor in the third quarter. And Griffin slams it in.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a 10-point pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Outside Payton. Pass to Griffin. Back to Payton. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, through NBA Africa, the league is putting a lot of resources into growing the game there. Hall of Famer Dikembe Mutombo is an investor, and he said, it's always been my dream since I got into the league. I want to see the NBA on my continent. Africa's a place full of treasure, and I'm happy to see it taking place. Brian?
Outstanding. Look forward to that. Thanks, Allie. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Barnes, he's checked in for Adebayo. And Holiday subbed in for Payton. Minnesota with the ball. Here's Wade. He's got 19. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Morant, the pass to Duncan. Williamson left side. And Williamson throws it down.
He has such an impressive night for Zion. He has the ability.
Minnesota in the lead. Now Holiday. Griffin outside. Wade, the pass to Barnes. Back to Wade. With the 10-footer. Got a hand on it.
Excellent defensive timing that time by Tim Duncan.
Shot clock at 2. Wade misses.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Morant with a screen on Griffin. Here's Williamson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Griffin's got 7 rebounds in the game. Minnesota's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Here's Wade. 21 points in the game. Griffin's shot is off. Barnes against Williamson. Outside Morant. This one for 3. Griffin pulls down the board. Griffin's got 7 rebounds in the game. Tipped away and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Substitution recorded.
Minnesota's shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Outside Barnes. Wade, the pass to Holiday. Here's Wade. Pass to Wallace. Here's Wade. The 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Wade's got 5 points in the quarter.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Here's Ginobili. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
One of the things Ginobili does really well is finish through contact. In fact, he seeks it out. He likes the physicality, just bouncing off whatever defenders are in his way. Impressive.
Minnesota has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Holiday passes to Barnes. Here's Red. Pass to Wade. Here's Wallace. And the basket is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Morant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Love the attacking mindset of Morant. Gets him to the line.
At the line for the Spurs, John Morant.
The first free throw is good.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And Morant drops them both. And here's Holiday. Pass to Wade. Inside. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Shooting for San Antonio, Johnson. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And the Spurs making a change here. Chandler's checked in. So it comes up empty at the line.
Unusual for him. He's been in a groove from the line.
Here's Wade. That one rolls around and rims out.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Morant into the lane. Ooh, Morant battling inside.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting nearly 60% from the floor in the third. On the wing, Wade to the inside. Barnes banked it in off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
And it's rejected. Out left to the wing is Red. Rebounded by the Spurs. Outside Johnson. Pass to Morant. The rebound by Red. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Ginobili. He's covered by Holiday. Fast break, Minnesota. Floats one up. Blocked.
Good instincts and long arms. That's how Chandler was able to swat that away.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot and get stops.
Pass to Red. Screen by Griffin. Fades back. Red can't get it to go.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Morant against Richardson. Left side Johnson. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
And this has been a problem for him tonight. Way too many turnovers. One of the trickier plays to judge. But it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Wade. He's got 24. Screen by Griffin. Lets a floater go. And the layup is good. Griffin's got 16 points.
D-Wade showing you his savvy at work, moving things around and opening up the floor for his teammates.
And so it's Minnesota up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Greg Popovich addressing his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Stay aggressive. You need about 8 or 9 of those. Just let them fly.
And feeling maybe some guys are being too careful on shot selection. Greg Popovich trying to loosen it up a bit.
Yeah, the intelligence and experience he brings to the game, sees things so clearly. Sometimes it's a simple adjustment.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And it's Wade in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And that one's good. Green.
That corner pocket 3 is money time for Danny Green. Every time he can get that shot, he'll take it and most times make it.
Here's Lanier, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
First team foul. At the line for your Timberwolves. 2 shots.
First one falls.
Really like how steady Lanier looks out there. I mean, he's very patient and he's graceful, strong, not rushing his game or trying to force anything.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Ginobili. Pass to Green. Outside Johnson. Here's Ginobili. Back to Johnson. Here's Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ginobili. Guarded by Payton. Here's Johnson. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
What a luxury to have Manu on your team. I mean, he's pretty much a 6'6" point wing. Always creative.
It's stolen by Johnson. Chandler the pass to Ginobili. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Pass to Wade. Out to the right wing. Wallace. The three-pointer off the mark. Well, the Spurs shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Stripped away. It's stolen by Johnson. And there's the lob. And it's Chandler missing.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now here's Payton. Off the mark there with a 3.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Shooting for San Antonio, Johnson. At the line for 1.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Holiday doubled up. Pass to Adebayo. Fires from deep. Rebound San Antonio. Johnson's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Here's Ginobili. To tie it up. Rejected by Barnes. 5 to shoot. Here's Johnson. Goes back up. Knocked loose. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Outside Holiday. Adebayo is screen on Johnson. Holiday finds Adebayo. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game.
This is why guys love playing with Holiday. I mean, because of how unselfish he is.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Ginobili. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Now here's Holiday. Griffin on the wing. And it's Ginobili with a rebound.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
As the game is worn on, I mean, they've had real trouble protecting the rock.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Minnesota has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Pass to Wilkins. Here's Adebayo. Second chance effort, and it's good on the lay-in. Adebayo's got 11 in the second half.
It's like he needed that halftime break to gather himself. Now he's starting to get his confidence back here.
Here's Chandler, pounded by Adebayo. Here's Ginobili. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Holiday. And he lobs it up to the rim. Griffin's shot is off. The Spurs have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Alexander Walker, the pass to Chandler. High arcing shot. Adebayo with the rejection. Here's Wilkins. It's good from the top of the key. And now it's a 9-point Minnesota lead.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Now here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Well, the Timberwolves shooting right around 40% since the beginning of the fourth quarter. Here's Red. Green covering. The 3. The rebound by Chandler. Chandler's got rebound number 7 tonight.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Now here's Johnson. Outside, Green. 5 on the clock. That's tipped. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Wilkins. From 20 feet. The rebound by the Spurs. Williamson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Left side White. Kicks it out to Williamson. Pass to Alexander Walker. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Unselfish play there by Zion, moving the ball to another shooter.
Outside Payton. The 3 is up. Alexander Walker grabs the board.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
The 3 is up. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Outside Payton. Pass to Griffin.
They've gotten pretty sloppy with the ball here in the second half.
Wade, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And San Antonio also making a switch. Morant's checked in. On offense, here is San Antonio. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Minnesota in the lead. Payton with it. Pass to Griffin. On the wing, Payton. Pounded by Morant. Payton's shot is good.
Payton really earning those two, battling successfully.
The Spurs have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. Outside Morant. Morant on his way.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Timeout called the Timberwolves.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Holiday is checked in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team: how bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
Allie, thank you. To Payton. There's the three. The rebound by Duncan. Duncan's outside Morant to the left side wing. Williamson against Payton. Morant, the pass to Williamson. 6 to shoot. The ball's knocked loose. To take the lead, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation is the buzzer sound.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
The Timberwolves shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Morant against Payton. Pass to Wallace. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Timeout called the Spurs. Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Williamson outside. Pass to Johnson. Here's Alexander Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Johnson. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting just 38% here in the fourth. Screen by Griffin. Here's Wade. The rebound by Duncan. Duncan's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Johnson passes to Williamson. And stolen by Holiday. In transition, here they come. Pass to Wade. Takes the 3. The rebound by Duncan.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Payton with a steal. With some arc, and the shot goes down.
Boy, that's a big-time shot from Payton, too. Willing to step up when he knows his team needs him to.
Here's Alexander Walker outside Morant. Good D by Payton. Holiday finds Payton. Back to Holiday. From the arc. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Anytime they want, 24/7, give the ball to Holiday and just let him make a play.
He misses the free throw. So both teams changing it up here. And he sinks the second.
Holiday really is a soft-spoken guy on and off the court. Leads by example, is extremely reliable and talented, and his teammates have great respect for him because of it.
And he nails the third. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Ginobili. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Wilkins has got 4 rebounds now. Holiday with the ball. Guarded by Morant. Here's Adebayo. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
He does all the dirty work. If Bam has to finish in traffic, take contact, he doesn't think twice about it.
Williamson outside. Duncan, pass to Morant. The three-pointer is down, Ja Morant.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Wade, that's good.
Well, it's obvious Wade loves the mid-range, and the mid-range loves him back. He's got just the right release for that distance.
Here's Ginobili. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Williamson's got 3 assists tonight. Minnesota in the lead. Griffin outside. Back to Wade. Holiday from long range. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Ginobili, pass to Duncan. From deep, Johnson. Holiday grabs the miss.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Throws it up high. Gets stolen by Johnson. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves. Green's checked in for Johnson. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Boy, and that is a bunch of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest guy out there.
Ginobili, pass to Williamson. Ooh, it's stolen. Fast break, Minnesota. And they go to the intentional foul. Griffin, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And he commits the intentional foul. The Spurs making a switch here. Chandler's checked in. First free throw is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. And it's an 8-point ball game. There's 38 seconds left in the game. And here's Green from the arc. Wilkins with a rebound. And here's Minnesota now. And stolen by Williamson. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. They're behind by 8. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Timberwolves on D. Ooh, poked away. And Goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
Substitution on the court.
Now Holiday. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Here's Wade. Blocked. Murray against Griffin. Puts one up from 19. He can't hit that time. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching as we leave you with the New Balance Player of the Game.